Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Solar Tech. I guess you're here because you're thinking of using the Amazon warehouse program. Well, rather than me talk about it, here's my experience of using the program for the very first time. Inside this box is my Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. Yes, I ordered it from Amazon through the Amazon warehouse program, and within 2 days it arrived in this box. So let's see what we have inside. The box itself, we'll come to that. Just see if there's anything else. No, that's to be recycled. Okay, so this says there, the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Looks fantastic. Just so you note, this green tape, I put that on there just to hide personal information and serial numbers and phone numbers, etc. So that was the only reason why it was pre-opened. Otherwise, I would not have opened it. And as we can see there, sticker saying yes, it's from the Amazon warehouse program. So, which is fantastic. Yes, I've been dying to get my hands on this because it has some great specs for a mid-range phone. And if we look here, I'm not sure you can see that very well. So it's the 128 gigabyte model with 6 gigabytes of RAM. So that's brilliant. Okay, whilst we're here, just want to run over a couple of things. Obviously, this is my first time using the Amazon warehouse program. I'm very much used to the Amazon renewed program. I had a great experience with that one, and I thought, why not try something a little bit different? In addition, when I looked online on Amazon, in terms of the condition, you had 4 different choices, and I went for the one that says used like new. So we shall see whether it lives up to billing. So let's prise it open here. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's fastened tight with clear tape. So I just score that along there. Are we in? Oh, I scored it incorrectly. Okay, yeah, broken is still there. And then on this side, on this side as well, let's give it a go. Okay, so we're good to go. Okay, before I do anything else, let's just close it open like this. Okay, it says there, designed by Redmi. Okay, before we go any further, just want to go over the price. Obviously, this phone was released back in March 2021, and I purchased it in January of 2022. The original price is £270, but using the Amazon warehouse program, I managed to purchase it for £215, saving me £55 in the process. And that's no chump change. And that equates to about 20% saving. And as I mentioned, this phone is a mid-range phone, but once I go through everything, what appealed to me was that the fact that it has specs which you will see on flagship phones. Okay, what I'm going to do now is close down the camera, and I'm going to go and wash my hands, sanitize this box, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Wash my hands. I've sanitized the box with wet wipes, which are over here, and we're good to go. Okay, so just before we proceed, so just run by this again once I get the camera into focus. So just below the Redmi Note 10 Pro, it says there, with easy access to the Google apps you use most. So that's reassuring, especially for a foreign company. So that's brilliant. Okay, so let's get stuck in. Again, today's not a full review, it's just to go over basically the condition of the phone. I will make a separate video on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, and I've posted up. But what I'm going to do, that will take a few months, because I do like to test my products for at least about 2 months, so that way any gremlins I can report. Okay, so here we have some paraphernalia. So we have warranty and user guide, put those to one side. And oh, sorry, I skipped a beat. So here we have the SIM ejector tool, and inside we have, oh fantastic, we have this soft flexible back case for the device itself. This is brilliant. And at the bottom here, if I can show it to you, look, even have a place, this little compartment here for the Type-C cable, so you can close that off to stop dust getting in. This is fantastic. Xiaomi, this is brilliant. And for Samsung, Apple, Google, this is how it should be done. And this is for a mid-range phone. Whereas with the flagship phones, you don't get anything but the device. Shocking. Okay, so this is the device itself. We'll come back to that. I just want to see what else is in the box. Okay, so let's delve in. We have the charger, I believe for the 33 watt fast charging. So that is brilliant. And full focus, look at that. So the USB goes in here. This is brilliant. Okay, put that to the side. In the box we have the cable, the USB cable, and there it is there. So just so you can see with your own eyes. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, again, put that to the side, and then you can hear we have some headphones, a set of headphones. So this is brilliant, and with these headphones, it's the so that's for the 3.5 millimeter port itself. So that's brilliant, fantastic. That is brilliant. Again, 10 out of 10 to Xiaomi, because this is how the likes of Samsung, Apple should be doing it, but no. This by Xiaomi is setting the standards. Okay, so let's have a look at the device. Okay, obviously it's easy for me to show it to you, so rather than tell you and then you may be cynical, but I'm a great believer that seeing is believing. I'm struggling to find any imperfections on this phone so far. So it looks like it is as described, which is like new. And let's get some light on there. Again, I'm struggling to find any marks whatsoever. Really am. So I am over the moon. So again, obviously it tracks fingerprints, but once you put a case on it, you won't even notice it. And of course you've got that raised camera bump there. That seems to be the trend now with these phones nowadays. Okay, obviously it's got a quad camera setup, with this part being the 108 megapixel wide angle camera, and on the front and the back is made of glass, Corning Gorilla Glass 5. I really love it, and then the sides are plastic, but like I said, it just feels really nice. It does feel premium, and I think it looks it as well. If I showed that to you on the street, you couldn't tell me that this was a budget phone. Sorry, my apologies, a mid-range phone. The reason why I keep saying budget as opposed to mid-range is because of the price that I paid for it, you know, so basically I've got a mid-range phone with flagship specs at budget price. Wow, it's fantastic. Okay, let's walk you through the side. So again, I'm struggling to find anything wrong with this phone, and I hope you're able to pick this up well with my light. So let's start on the side here. This is the left hand side. We have the SIM tray, which is just here. In fact, let me open it with the SIM ejector tool so you can see what it takes. Again, I'm a great believer that it's better that you see it, because you may be thinking of using the program, you're anxious, but hopefully once you see this, you can make an informed decision of whether to proceed or not. That's what I did. Okay, so push that in there. Okay, and what do we have? I know there we go. So you have space for 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card. Superb. That is fantastic. I really like that. Whew. So for expandable storage. Okay, so then move along. On the bottom here, you have a microphone, your port for the Type C, and then you have a speaker system here. And then on the right hand side of the phone, just sort of move up, and then just here, you have the, let me get that right, that's the fingerprint scanner. And just above it here, you have the volume rocker. Moving over to the top here, you have the port for the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is a dream for me because I think that's the purest way of listening to music, but others would differ. Here you had another speaker, so this is a dual stereo speaker. This is, again, for a mid-range phone, brilliant. You have a microphone, and here is your IR blaster, which is really good, meaning you can use it as a remote control. So if you travel a lot, you can use this as the remote control. But you can even use it at home as the remote control. Oh wow, Jesus, honestly, I'm speechless. Initial impressions, yeah, I'm impressed, and it is as described. So I am really, really impressed. Really impressed. So let's just see if there's any power in there. Let's switch that on, see if there's anything in there. Okay, so I've chosen UK as my language, so as my region. Obviously I chose English, so let's see what we can do here. Tap on the terms and conditions. Obviously it won't have a SIM at the moment. Okay, but anyway, you get the gist. And then obviously here you have the 16 megapixel camera. What I will do is make a separate video doing a full review of this phone, but this video is just to basically show you the state of the phone and my experience of it. Even if the experience was bad, I would have still shown the video, because I think that's always the best thing to do. But thankfully the item was as described, and it reminds me of when I used the Amazon Renewed program for the very first time to purchase my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It was fantastic, and I think I'm going to have the same experience here. Now you've seen the hardware and the condition of the phone. Now what I want to do is go over some of the internal specs of this phone. First things first, this is a flat display, it's not curved at the edges. Next thing is the cover that came with it. You can see I put it on there, and you can see it protects the camera bump there nicely. And I should say, putting the case on was a tough ordeal. So don't be alarmed if you're having the same trouble, but you do get it on eventually. And then if we lay it flat like this, notice there's still some rock in there. Again, something to just keep in mind. Okay, so let's look at some of the other features here. And obviously what you can do is hide that camera hole. To do that, so let's go here, let's go into the settings, and just here I'll just type in hide notch. There we go, and it will take me through it. And see here, don't hide. If I tap this bottom option here, you'll see it says hide without moving status bar. Let's go back to the main page and look at that. So if that's your thing, all power to you. You have that option there. And I love this feature because personally, I like my screens to be all screen. Used to have this on the Samsung Galaxy flagship models, and would you believe it, Samsung removed it, apparently due to low usage. Unbelievable. So this is how it should be done. Again, 5 stars to Xiaomi. Okay, let's have a look at some other features on here so you're familiar with it. Okay, so let's look at the phone itself. Let me try and bring this forward. There we go, so you can see it better. So there's the storage. So it's 128 gigabytes, of which you have 25.5, so pretty much 26 gigabytes of Android storage. What you can do is delete some of the stock Android apps, and that should ease that up. And what I love about this as well is when you tilt it like that, look, it's like a water level. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know, I just love fancy things like that. Okay, if I tap on here, so you can see it in graphic form. So I think that looks really neat. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, I do want to show you, quite a few things here. Again, I will do a full review. So this is just to give you a taste of what you can expect from the device. Okay, what else did I want to show you? So let's go to display. So I've got it in dark mode. You can have it as light mode. Look at that. Okay, so let me just go back to dark mode because I do like that. That's fantastic. So look, brightness levels, you can have it automatic, sunlight mode. Honestly, the features on this phone, I'm struggling to believe that this is on a mid-range phone because I expect it to be on a flagship phone. Okay, so in terms of color scheme, you can have here vivid. So keep your eye on here as I press these other two. So that's saturated, and there's standard. So that's really good. Nice options there. Let's go back, and this for me is the pièce de résistance. Look at that refresh rate, 60 Hertz, which will save battery life, and then 120 Hertz. And that is not adaptive, so that will always remain 120 Hertz no matter what you do. But hey, I'll take it. And believe me, I've had this phone on 120 Hertz, as you can see, played about with it for a few days, and for 3 days of light to medium usage, the battery is hardly, I think it was down to 45% just before shooting it. Up here it says 43%. So incredible, and that's at 120 Hertz. So that's great. Auto rotate screen. So that's really cool. Honestly, unbelievable. The functions on this phone, unbelievable. Okay, what else do I want to show you? Look, you can have always on display. You can have notification effect. So if you get a message or a call, you can choose. Look, like some screen like that, or that option there. This is immense. Again, hats off to Xiaomi. And look, I purchased this myself. I was not sponsored in any shape or form, but this is fantastic. Look, you can raise to wake, double tap to wake, or turn off the screen. My God, unbelievable. Look, wallpaper carousel for your lock screen. You can turn that on. Oh, unbelievable. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go back there. I'm just going to show you. You've got wallpapers. You have, look, and these are all free. There's so many in there. Even live ones as well. All free. All free. Wow. Wow. Amazing. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. So again, you can check out, look, battery performance. Look at that. Unbelievable. So after 3 days of use, I've still got another 11 hours left. My goodness. Unbelievable. Really is. Really is. So that's fantastic. And anything else of real interest? Obviously, yes, your wallpaper. Now, when it comes to passwords and security, should let you know that you have 4 options. You can use your fingerprint, which is obviously on the side here. You can use a pin, you can use a pattern, or you can have Face ID. Again, all on a mid-range phone. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Again, there are just too many things on this phone that you can do. But I thought I'd just give you just a quick demo. But again, I will do a full review. And again, lots of stock Androids here that if you don't use, you can delete. So it's not a problem. So just see what they look like. And then let me just take you to the camera so you can see the quality of it. Oh, in fact, let me just put that there. So look, if I was to take a photo, you can see that. I think that comes out well. So here, portrait. Look, here you have some more options here. So night, look, 108 megapixel camera, panorama, short video, vlog. I mean, honestly, this is another great feature, clone. Amazing. Now, what you can also do is just press on these little 4 squares here and look at that. You can have it in this format. So if you find that easier, that's great. It really is. I think this is excellent. This is excellent. Okay, so let's go back. Again, let's go back into the cameras. Oops, was there anything else I wanted to show you? I think that was pretty much, obviously, yes, you got video. Look, you got Pro mode. And in Pro mode, you can adjust the white balance, the ISO, lens. I mean, I think that speaks for itself. And then up here, yeah, so that's your 108 megapixel Ultra HD to tell you that that's on. So that's great. Is there anything else I want to show you? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the other thing I wanted you to see. So you got your aspect ratios, you know, your timer, 3 seconds, 5, 10, settings, raw, grid lines. Oh, honestly, I'm overwhelmed, basically, just overwhelmed. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, so if this is appeal to you, then I think, yeah, be a great choice. And just so you should also note that this phone has an Ip53 rating, which is splash, water and dust resistant. Well, I hope this video has given you an insight into the Amazon warehouse program. If you have any questions or comments, please raise them in the comment section below and I'll be more than happy to respond. Anyway, that wraps it up. My name is Shola. Thank you for watching and I will see you in another episode. Peace.